My family ignored me for years. At Thanksgiving, I casually mentioned my $160 million fortune. My sister's jaw dropped, and my dad just stared in silence. My family forgot I existed for 6 years, not in a dramatic way. They just stopped calling, stopped inviting me to things, stopped caring. It started after I dropped out of college. I was 20 and hated my business degree. I wanted to build things. I wanted to code. My dad said I was throwing my life away. My mom cried and said I was breaking her heart. My sister Amy called me a loser. She was in law school, the golden child, the smart one, the one who did everything right. I moved out and got a tiny apartment. I worked at a computer repair shop during the day. At night, I taught myself to code. I built small apps. Most of them failed. Some of them didn't. My family checked in once or twice that first year. How's your little computer thing going? My dad would ask. Still playing with toys? My mom would sigh and change the subject whenever I tried to explain what I was building. Amy didn't call at all. By year 2, the calls stopped completely. I wasn't invited to Christmas. I found out through Facebook that they had a big family dinner. Everyone was there. Cousins, aunts, uncles, everyone except me. I sent a text asking why I wasn't invited. My mom replied 3 days later. We didn't think you'd want to come. You're always busy with your computer stuff. That was it. No apology. I stopped reaching out after that. If they didn't want me, I wouldn't force it. I focused on my work. I built an app that helped small businesses manage inventory. Simple idea. Nothing fancy. But it worked. Really worked. I got my first paying customer when I was 23. 10 customers by 24. 100 by 25. I hired my first employee at 26. By 27, I had a real company. 40 employees. Office space. Investors knocking on my door. I never told my family. They never asked. My sister got married when I was 26. I found out on Instagram. She didn't invite me. My mom's 60th birthday happened without me. I saw the photos online. Everyone smiling. Everyone together. I wasn't even mentioned. I kept building. Kept growing. Kept pretending it didn't hurt. At 28, a big tech company offered to buy my business. The number they offered made me sit down. $160 million. I said no at first. They came back with a better offer. Better terms. I said yes. After taxes and everything else, I walked away with more money than I could spend in 10 lifetimes. I bought a house. Nothing crazy. Nice neighborhood. Big backyard. I invested most of it. Lived quietly. Didn't post about it. Didn't tell anyone who didn't need to know. Then last month, I got a text from my mom. First one in almost 2 years. Thanksgiving is at our house this year. Your father and I think it's time to reconnect as a family. I stared at that message for a long time. Part of me wanted to ignore it. Part of me wanted to say things I'd been holding in for years. Instead, I just replied, I'll be there. I showed up on Thanksgiving with a bottle of wine. Nothing expensive. I drove my regular car, wore jeans and a sweater. I looked exactly like the broke dropout they remembered. My mom hugged me at the door like nothing happened. So good to see you. You look thin. Are you eating enough? My dad shook my hand. Still doing the computer thing? I nodded. Still doing the computer thing. Amy was in the kitchen with her husband. She barely looked at me. She was busy telling everyone about her new promotion at the law firm. Partner track, she said. Youngest one they've ever considered. My dad beamed. That's my girl. We're so proud of you. Dinner was exactly what I expected. Everyone talked about themselves. Amy's career, her husband's new car, my parents' vacation plans. Nobody asked about me. Not once. Finally, my mom turned to me. So what have you been up to? Same old stuff? I took a sip of water. Actually, I sold my company this year. The table went quiet. My dad frowned. Sold it? For what? I shrugged. $160 million. Nobody moved. Amy's fork was frozen halfway to her mouth. My mom blinked. I'm sorry, what? I sold my software company. The one I built after I dropped out. A tech company bought it. The deal closed in August. My dad's face went pale. $160 million? I nodded. After taxes, I kept around $95 million. That's what's in my accounts now. Amy put her fork down. You're joking. I'm not joking. I can show you the paperwork if you want. The silence stretched forever. My mom looked at my dad. My dad stared at his plate. Amy's husband let out a low whistle. Her face turned red. Why didn't you tell us? My mom finally asked. Her voice was shaking. I looked at her. You didn't ask. For 6 years, you didn't ask me a single real question about my life. You didn't invite me to Christmas. You didn't invite me to Amy's wedding. You forgot my birthday 3 years in a row. So no, I didn't call to tell you about my company. My dad opened his mouth, then closed it. Amy stared at the table. I stood up calmly. Thank you for dinner. I put my napkin down and grabbed my coat. My mom followed me to the door. Please don't leave like this. We can talk. I turned to face her. I spent 6 years waiting for you to care. You didn't. Now you know the truth. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just done waiting. I walked to my car. As I pulled out of the driveway, I saw them standing at the window watching me leave. For the first time in years, they were finally paying attention.